Oh, here is the work of living earth structures. So here are the classrooms I'm building now in Florida at the park. And we built 4 classrooms on the decks, having a lot of fun with their design, looking like a Hobbit gingerbread house, and the inside is looking very nice and cozy and elegant with the stained glass. And of course the kids help put the cob on the wall, which is fun. Then over at the backyard at Faded, I built a canal and a pizza oven with some nice decorative features behind. And the community gathers around the canal to get their pizzas. And we had built a bar in the backyard. And built a pizza oven over at the park with the kids. And up in Mendocino, built a pizza oven there. And over in Sonoma, did the cob oven. And for my buddy Jared in his backyard. And over in Santa Rosa, did a cob in there. Worked with the family to do the cob and did some fun decorative features on the inside. Oh, and my dad came to visit. That was fun. And we did a cob oven in Sebastopol, and Petaluma did an oven with a heated bench in the backyard. And then did the cob on wood project in Oakland, and did a kitchen and bathroom and free store. And this was a little village we built under the freeway, and did a pizza oven there to also work as a shower. And did this oven in Santa Rosa, and then another in Santa Rosa, did an oven at a school. And up in Calaveras, did this cob coop. And at a festival, did this. And people like to gather around the bench. And the Joy Cabin in Occidental. And the inside. And the Cob of the Hut in Santa Rosa. And the inside was used for yoga. And the Ganesha Cabin in Petaluma. And we did a outdoor library. And this little oven at a winery. And in Lafayette, did this. And I helped my friend Ross build this 2-story pallet. And in Oakland at Planting Justice, we did this oven bench. And in Middletown, this pallet palace during several workshops. And up in Hopland, did this sound barrier wall and oven. And at the Gayatri Retreat Center, did this Om Dome. And an oven in Oakland. And up on Cobb Mountain, built this oven. And out of Standing Rock, we built this straw bale school out there in the snow. And built a rocket stove to stay warm. And brought my mobile pizza oven out there. And a Forks restaurant in Sebastopol. And the Cobb Zebo in Esalen. And the oven up in Mendocino. And the pig oven in San Francisco. And a little outdoor classroom. And my mobile oven. And the Phoenix oven in Sebastopol. And the Cobb oven down in Hollywood. And the oven at the Sonoma Ashram. And another oven in Hollywood. And a nice bench in Cambria. And the oven in Sebastopol. And the bus stop in Sebastopol. And the memorial bench in Petaluma. With the neighbors all enjoying it. And Steve and Pam's oven in Forestville. And a little hut in Petaluma. And the Luma oven in Petaluma. And a little oven in the backyard. And lots of workshops. And this Chichen Itza oven. And an oven in Mendocino. And a Cobb Zebo in Cobb Toddy. And an oven at the Expo. And an Isis Oasis. There's a bench there, and the fire pit bench. And the Hobbit hut. And the living roof. And the inside was very nice and cozy. And this is where I was knighted as Sir Cabalot. and I became a priest of Isis. And built the gingerbread house, and we rented it out on Airbnb, and it was very popular. And the Horus oven bench, and a bench out on the highway, and a little bird dome, and the sauna with a frog on top. And we did a Cobb K set on the grass, and did a hippo in the mud, and did this community bulletin board in Oakland, and this acorn oven in Ukiah, and this beehive bench in Marin, and in Healdsburg, and the jail farm did this bench, and in Katati did this oven on the deck, and in Italy at Damanhur did this with the arugula growing on the roof, and the oven in Sebastopol where I live. And we did lots of Adobe workshops, and yeah, did this shed in Petaluma, and in a backyard in Santa Rosa, and the Hobbit cabin in Petaluma. And inside, very cozy, and the outdoor oven to heat the space, and the shower, and a nice tree on the wall, and the Cobb Temazcal, and the Cobster oven in Petaluma, and the oven up on Cobb Mountain, and the Lion oven in Ashland, and the Snail oven in Fairfax, and the oven at People's Grocery in Oakland, and the Hardcore oven in Sebastopol, and the oven at Roseland Elementary School, and at Casa Grande High School, and my mobile oven at the Expo, and the Acorn Hut, and making Adobe bricks in Hollywood, and in Mills College, and in Marin, and in Santa Rosa at the high school, and the Worm Bench in Sausalito, and the Hobbit cabin in Hopland, and inside the Hobbit cabin, Battlestar Galactica, and Mother Earth News did a nice feature, and my cabins in Sebastopol, and my little mobile cob hut, and at Planting Justice, and at the Hummingbird Hill in Sebastopol, and oh, the caboose! The caboose is loose. And my mobile Cabaloni shell, and in Argentina, and the Pachamama oven in Sonoma, and sitting inside the hugs of Pachamama, and Los Abrazos in Guatemala, and the dome in Africa, and the mushroom oven, and the cow oven in Arcata, and the bird nest, and the cob oven in Sonoma, and the bottle oven in Sonoma, and the sound chamber in Fairfax, and the dragon oven in Santa Rosa, and the spiral bench in Santa Rosa, and the frog on a log in Cobb Toddy, and the backyard oven in Petaluma, and the Adobe meditation dome, and the front yard oven bench, and the tree bench in Guatemala, and the bench in Petaluma, and the benches in Oakland, and a beehive oven in Vallejo, and a Planting Justice in Oakland, and the oven, bench, and hut in Hopland, and the Cobb Buddha, Guatemala, and the Cobb nightclub in Chicago, and the Butterfly Social Club, and the tree benches with orchids, and the pyramid, and the Condor Way, and the fire room, and the eagle, and the goddess bench, and the Om at Yoga Now, and the tree on a wall, and the cob bench at Yoga Now, and the Om Dome, and the oven at a winery, and then working on getting cob to code, and working with the engineers and the architects, and working on getting the plans, engineer drawings, and then working on a cordwood wall, and my first project in Argentina, the Waldorf School, and this nice little obelisk, and the sunflower, and the obelisk hugging pole, and a hemp house in Hopland, and Hobnob with Cob article, and John's riding cobbin in Sebastopol, and there's me in my cob hot tub. So that's the work of Living Earth Structures. I hope you enjoyed the show.